This bad boy is getting dedicated to your final exam. Alright? I've been at this job for a long time. At UVU, this guy, to be honest, I've seen it on the final exam almost every semester I've taught this level of algebra. Except for one time, which actually was in the semester that just ended that I'm writing this video. But it's finding the equation of a line passing through a point and perpendicular to some line. In this case, the line is 3x minus 2y equals 7, and the point it's passing through is going to be 1/2 negative 3/4. Okay, the killer here is going to be on the perpendicular. Okay, so if you've got a perpendicular slope, what you're looking at is negative reciprocal. No, not negative, opposite reciprocal. Opposite sign of the reciprocal. Let's say it that way. Because if I say the negative reciprocal, people can just think it's a negative. No, it's the opposite sign, and then you take the reciprocal. So here's what I mean. Let's take this equation and let's solve it for y. So I'll subtract 3x to both sides. So that's going to be negative 2y equaling negative 3x plus 7. Now I'll divide by negative 2. So y equals a positive 3/2 x minus 7/2. So this opposite reciprocal thing that we're talking about, so the slope of this guy is equal to 3/2. The perpendicular slope, perpendicular, I'm using the upside down T for this, that shows perpendicular, is going to be the opposite. So if it's positive, make it negative. If it's negative, make it positive. So in this case, it's positive, so I'm going to make it negative. And then reciprocal, so I'm going to flip this fraction over. So it's going to be 2 over 3. Okay? And that's the slope that we're going to use for this. Now, where people mess up so many times on the final exam, I see this so often, so don't do this. People say, okay, perpendicular slope, I'm stressing out. Okay, negative, opposite reciprocal, okay, I've got it. So my line is going to be y equals negative 2/3 x. Okay, and write that negative 7/2 down because that's my y coordinate, my y-intercept. And you're wrong. Okay? You're wrong right there on that negative 7/2. That's where you're messing up. I get it. You know, you're stressed out. You're trying to make sure you get the right slope. The problem by using this negative 7/2 is it's not going to go through this point. Right? So I'm going to use the point slope form. Yeah, we're going to get lost in the algebra forest here for a minute with fractions. All right, so I'm going to plug stuff in. I've got y1, which is going to be the negative 3/4. I've got m, which is negative 2/3. And I've got x1, which is 1/2. I'll plug it all in. Let's see where this takes us. Y, negative, positive. So y plus 3/4 equals negative 2/3 times the quantity of x minus 1/2. Right, so it's all plugged in. Now I'm going to distribute my negative 2/3 through. So y plus 3/4 equals negative 2/3 x. Negative times negative is a positive. And then 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Let me reduce this guy. Y plus 3/4 equals negative 2/3 plus 2/3 reduced is, 2/6 reduced is 1/3. All right. Again, what students like to do at this point sometimes is they like to clear out the fraction. I probably could have done it earlier, but well, no, I think I'll do it now. So I'm going to multiply through by a 12. Because my least common denominator is going to be 12. I'm just not a fan of working with fractions like forever. So this 4 goes into 12 3 times, this 3 goes into 12 4 times, this 3 goes into 12 4 times. So when I clean it up, I'm looking at 12y plus 3 times 3, which is 9, equaling 4 times negative 2, which is negative 8. Don't forget the x. And then 4 times 1 is 4. All right, so the fraction's cleared out. Now it's just a matter of finding the equation of a line. So it's just a matter of solving for my y. So I'm going to subtract a 9 to both sides. 12y equals negative 8x minus 5. I'll divide everything by 12. So y equals negative 8 twelfths. That reduces, they're both divisible by 4, so 8 divided by 4 is 2, negative 2 there. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so my slope's going to be negative 2/3, which is what I had, right? Negative 2/3. X minus 5/12. So that is the equation of a line passing through this point here, 1/2 negative 3/4, and perpendicular to this line. I'm not going to take the time to graph it to show why that is and how it works, but it does work.